kings and queens, this is In Living Black. I am your host, of course, JD. I'm here with a beautiful brother of mine,
Bari, Young Yara.
That was a short one.
I can see Rob and the man already looking like, I don't know what this nigga on right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry, I'm not weird. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
We have Najee in the building. We have Wolf in the building. Shout out to Wolf for filling in for Yomi the homie.
Fact, shout out to Yomi.
And then we're joined by a beautiful couple, both from Sweet Life, Amanda Scott and Rob. I don't know your last name. I apologize, brother. Rob Lee. Shout you guys out for joining us today, man. Sweet Life is an amazing show on HBO Max. Issa Rae did her thing. Yeah, she did, for real. And just showing like people that are our age, 26, 25, 27, get into it, just being successful in our lanes, being a great entrepreneur. So I wanted to tap into you, Amanda, especially because one of the episodes you spoke about buying back the block.
Yes.
And like at our age, that's not like a common, that's just not common language coming out of anybody's mouth. You know what I mean? So I want to hear first, before we get into all of that, how did you guys get into Sweet Life? Like what was the process in all of that?
Yeah. Well, first, thank y'all for having us.
Word. Love.
Is exciting. I think all the other podcasts I've been on have been with like women primarily. So shout out to the
gang shit.
So one of my friends, my process, everyone had like a different, way they got hit up or contact. Mine essentially was my homegirl, Tylin, who's on the show.
Shout out Tylin.
It was like maybe March or so, 2020 or maybe May. She hit me up one day and was like, yo, whoever they is, like an elusive they, are working on an untitled Issa Rae project. That's what it was being called at the time. And they're looking for just like, young Black professionals, people who are doing their thing, like, would you mind if I threw your name like in the ring? And I'm just like, yeah, sure. Like,
it's Issa Rae. Like, come on, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Sounds good. I didn't really think too much into it. I didn't give it too much thought. And so then one of the casting ladies hit me up and was just like, yeah, we want to set up an interview, And me being just like myself, I'm just like, it's a pandemic. There's like riots happening. The world is alive right now. Like, I don't really feel like being belabored with like a formal interview process or like, I'm thinking, I work in corporate. I'm thinking like behavioral interview, like tell me about a time. So I'm just like, can you send me the questions in advance? And she's like, yeah, no problem. So she sends the questions. They're like the easiest questions I've ever seen. Like, tell me about yourself. What do you like to do in your free time? Like, who are you in your like social circle? Like, what type of activities you got? The easiest questions. I'm like, oh, period. Like, yeah, I can do it. And then I had the interview, and then I did my casting tape, and then it just
Peace, kings and queens. This is In Living Black. I am your host, of course, JD.
Like, a couple months, like, can you send us pics? Can you send us a playlist? Can you send it? But I never really thought that it was going to be a thing. Like, it never really registered. It still, to me, is just crazy, but it never really registered until literally day one of filming. I was like, I can't believe this.
You didn't think you was gonna get picked for the cast, or?
No, not really. Like, I'm not really like put myself out there. Like, I'm not a super just like, I'm social, but I'm not just like center of attention. I'm not that type of person. Like, my Instagram was on private before all this. Like, my Instagram was private. Like, I was a pretty private person, so it just wasn't really on my radar. And I just didn't know why they wanted me.
Yeah.
It turned out to be an amazing show. Like, I'm on there with some super dope people that are doing like just like-minded people in LA. So I'm just very blessed and like grateful for the opportunity, honestly.
Yeah, it's a beautiful show and it's a great opportunity. I feel like I think I know why they chose you, because just judging by the story, but we'll get into that. Rob, how was your experience?
Well, she kind of was spearheading the whole thing.
She's like, you got to get on this right now.
She was definitely getting me more to like lean into it. Like, babe, come on, it's Issa Rae. So then, like you said, it wasn't real until them cameras get on, and then you realize, wow, we really on TV talking about friendships. But she was, like she said, I was able to meet some new people, some cool people. And I don't know if you all know, but I just moved to LA maybe about a year ago. So when we were filming, I was like 6 months in. So it was like, that's how I was learning the city, learning new people, things like that. So it's been going good for me.
Yeah, he moved August 2020, and we started filming February 2021. So
damn, ain't that crazy how life just changed like that too? Like a snap.
Was it awkward though while filming? You had a whole camera crew following you out in LA. Like, is that weird? You have people looking at you like, who are these people for real? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was weird, but I will say though, Issa Rae does a really good job of one, like we worked with Black people who look like us, Black men and women. So that made it just really comfortable. I felt really comfortable with our producers, with like everyone from the top down. So that was good. And then we were also filming like in our own city. So I'm literally filming at places that I was probably at like last weekend at brunch, or like have been going to my whole life. So that made it just like more comfortable too. Like we filmed one of the episodes, we're doing a photo shoot for Cheryl's line, and like I told my homegirl, like, yeah, we filming, like just drive by, you know, like
yeah,
like,
sure.
just right around the corner. So that made it like more comfortable. But in the beginning, it is really weird to have like serious conversations with like lights and cameras. Like it gets weird, but you kind of get used to it.
Yeah, I say, yeah, the same. I feel like it was easy but hard. Easy because nobody is a professional. Well, obviously the cast and crew, everybody.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. But I'm saying, as far as the cast, nobody's a professional. So we're all learning how to do it as we're going, and then learning it over time and time. So I feel like that was the easy part. The hard part, definitely cameras in your face, and then, all right, say that again. Like,
yo, see, that's what I was about to ask. Like, was it like reciting, like, all right, I have this thing written down, or was it just like, no, I want you to say that again, but in the more way, you know what I mean?
I wouldn't say neither of those. Nothing is written down. Nothing's like, here, say this at all. Nothing's written down. But it may be like somebody was talking while you said that. Can you say that again? You know, or like things like that. So it's like,
or it's like, we really like that. We want to make sure that we got it clearly. Say it again.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah.
You guys both went to HBCU Howard, yes?
Yes.
That's all right, you did.
Shout y'all out. Is that both how you guys met?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Howard.
Tell us a story when we want to know the vibes. We want to know the vibes.
She wasn't trying to rock with your boy.
She was fronting on you.
We met, you know, it was more so for us, it's really the friendship. So I feel like the friendship has always been going congruently with the relationship. And I feel like the whole time I've been gaining a partner, obviously, but also gaining a great friend. So that's why that's my dog, you know?
Oh,
love it.
Oh, that was sweet.
Black love, yo.
Black love, for real.
We started being friends first in like sophomore year. And then we like dated, you know, in college. And then after college, I guess he decided he wanted to take me seriously. We started dating for real in like a serious, committed relationship after college. And then we were long distance for a little bit. Then he moved. Then we got on TV. So like we really have milestones in our relationship.
It's crazy because Rob, you from Chicago, yeah?
For sure.
How was that experience? Like, what made you think that, like, I got to go to HBCU, I got to go to Howard? Like, what was that?
It was always Howard. Cause
really?
Like,
wow.
Well, a little bit of backstory about me. Taraji's, that's my girl. That's my girl. So she went to Howard, but I always seen like when you see it on TV, you know how some stuff is like far off. For me, Howard was like, oh, bet I'm going there. Like it was a no brainer. So like, then going there and then having it be what I expected and more, like 20 times more, it's been awesome. The connections, the type of people you meet, it's been amazing.
The fun.
The fun, yeah. Black as hell too out there in Howard, man. Love that. Amanda, how about you? Because you're from like California, Inglewood, maybe?
Yes, Inglewood.
Oh, I was right.
For me, same. Honestly, same. And I remember in 8th grade saying I wanted to go to Howard, and then doubling down on that in 10th grade is in high school. But I think it's just a little different. in California or even on the West Coast in general, we don't have HBCUs.
Right.
And so I went to a predominantly white high school. And like after a couple of years that I'm like, this is cute, but like I need to be around my people. Like I just saw myself there, and like the way that Howard was portrayed in media is like pretty much all positive always. My family's from the South, like my family's from Mississippi, and I spent tons of summers there, like endless amount of time. And I'm just like, the South, the deep South is not really for me. And there's a lot of like good HBCUs there, but I'm just like, I need a big metropolitan city, but I still want the HBCU experience. And then Howard is like the best HBCU ever. So it was really just a no.
It's definitely the only one that's not in racist states, you know what I mean? So like, it definitely makes sense.
Every state is racist,
Right,
just so we're clear.
Oh, well, 1,000%.
A little north. It's just more north.
Yeah. Did the HBCU, Amanda, did it like help you get to that mindset of buying back the block?
Yes, for sure. Going to Howard really just like shaped who I am as an individual. I definitely wouldn't be this person without it. So definitely going to Howard teaches you a lot about like who you are as a Black person in America, and then also just a Black person in the world. So like where you belong. Of course, like we're here on stolen land, and like our true birthright is, in places some might know where they're from, some may not. But it just grounds you and centers you in just that like you want to have your own sense of ownership. Like you want to have something that is your own. You build your own institutions, you build your own programs, your own fraternities, sororities, like you build your own institutions. So that definitely played a role into me just like wanting to own and have equity. And then my parents, I would credit them too. Like my dad is like the ultimate hustler. My mom is like a finance lady, and she has the gift of gab. Like they just are huge inspirations to me as well in that piece. So
they G's for real. They G's for real. You can see them on the show. You know what I mean? Yeah, they was dope. Rob, how about you? Like with HBCU, I saw that you have a couple of like degrees in film. Like, is that something that you want to like push forward in film, like Black, I don't know, like history and things of that nature? Like, well, like it's just different stories, not like the normal slavery shit.
Yes, for sure. I mean, for sure. I think you hit it right on the head. Not like the normal slavery. And I think even in the inspiration for Sweet Life is Issa. She has not these crazy, wild stories, pretty regular stories, but a lot of people can recognize that. They can see, okay, I'm Issa, I'm Molly, I'm Lawrence, whatever it is. So being able to tell regular stories, right? Or I'm Rob, or even, and now Sweet Life has been able to have people look at that screen and say, I'm Rob, I'm Thailand, I'm Amanda, I'm Jay, whoever it is. So I want to be able to obviously be a part of those projects, right? Be in the development of stories for those type of projects. So yes, absolutely.
So how many degrees do you have?
2.
Wait, 2 degrees. Now you ain't playing out here. What you about to say?
I was having a conversation recently about like Black filmmakers in Hollywood, and I feel like there are a lot of Black filmmakers who like try really hard to like, this is a Black thing. You know what I mean? Like we have to show Black people experiencing Black things for real, like trauma, police, like this, that, and the third. And it's like Issa Rae is like, yo, we're just Black. We're just living. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like we can relate because it is our experiences, but it's not trying too hard. Like, yo, like, I'm Black. We're not holding a sign. Like, we're just Black people. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's one of the things that I really made me feel okay with doing the show, and just that it was not really like about a Black people dating or like Black girls, being promiscuous or like taking people's men or throwing drinks. Like it really was grounded in like just who you are, like Black professionals, Black creatives, Black people trying to figure it out. It was not just a lot of just like salacious undertones. It was really just like who you are baseline. And I really just like could respect that a lot.
And going through like real life experiences too, you know what I mean? Like just growing up as like 25, 26, 27-year-olds, as I say, like going through like real shit, relationships, professional, you know what I mean? Dealing with family traumas, like how Tylin, was discussing about her pops and stuff like that. All that stuff is like everybody can relate to everyone's story. So that's how I think like that show is so important. Can you speak to like, as the show is releasing every week, how much has your life changed in that process? Oh, turn right.
Okay. This is a good question because while we're filming, the producers and all that, they're just like, y'all lives are about to change, like y'all about to be different, y'all da. And so we're like, what, 2 months, from air date, and I'm just like, I'm the same. Nothing is just like crazily like different or just like astronomical. There are some pieces of just like life that are different. Like I have hella followers now. I be getting some free shit sometimes.
Yeah, there we go.
I definitely will pull the card if I need a good dinner reservation or like some accommodation.
Oh, come on now. If you gonna do it now. If you gonna do it.
Sometimes, but that like makes me awkward sometimes. So I don't know. But other than that, like, we're still living regular lives. Everybody on the show for the most part had like 9-to-5 jobs, still have those, like still working, still grinding, still building and scaling our businesses. Like we're all still on the grind. So like what you saw on TV, like we're pretty much like still just working on that. We have the backing now, which is really helpful. We get to do cool shit like this, which I love. Like this is probably my favorite part of the whole show. Like just being able to talk and connect with people. So that's dope. Having like the A-line to Insecure and Issa Rae, that's part just still sends me hard. Like when she be liking my tweets, I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's tight.
Y'all definitely gonna be doing yacht shit with Issa Rae this summer, right? Like, you gotta do yacht shit with Issa Rae next summer, right? For real.
Rob, how about you? How's your life like? Just like, did it change?
I mean, yeah, like Amanda is saying, like not drastically. Oh my God, changed. I don't know if you guys know, but I teach day to day. So like some kids have noticed me on TV, like, yo, Mr. Lee, are you on the show? But not too much. We're trying to keep that way. But as far as I also do comedy and stuff, so that's been picking up. That's been super.
You know what? What's funny is that you a funny ass nigga. I ain't gonna like you had funny moments in the show that was just like low key, but I don't know if people picked up on it. Right. Him and that guy
Jay.
Huh?
Oh no, you and Jake is our good duo. But Kofi, talking about
Kofi. I was talking about Kofi. Kofi is funny as hell. Just like it's just small moments, but it's funny though. Like just to like peep that, you know what I mean? Yeah. Have you moving to LA? Had that anything to do with like comedy, or like you just moved to LA just for the?
Oh yeah, that was the dream. That's what always been. It's my fault. We rocking in it. But yeah, I always as a little kid wanted to move to LA, and then I met a banging shorty. That helped. And then it's just been crazy. It's been just falling in line like crazy. I remember for my thesis, like Issa was my inspiration. So then now to be on this is like super crazy. So yeah,
and I saw on your Instagram too. You took a picture in front of the dunes. Yeah, I mean, so this must be a full circle moment for you for real.
Oh man, so crazy.
I took that picture.
Facts.
Yeah, he came to visit for Christmas, 2019. He came for Christmas and we went to Hill. First of all, I don't know if y'all know, but Issa Rae owns this coffee shop in like downtown Inglewood. It had just opened, so we went to Hilltop. Then we went to the dunes. We had like a big major Issa Rae fangirl moment when he came to visit.
Facts.
And then 1 year later,
we here.
Yeah.
God damn. Okay, so like, is it like how's this experience? Just like even knowing Issa Rae, like, can you just hit her up like, yo, what's the vibes? Nah, I don't relate that.
No comment.
What has how is the comedy scene in LA?
I was just about to ask that.
My word.
My bad.
So like,
he be booked. Like for real, he really be booked.
The comedy scene is cool. It's cool. It's different because the comedy scene out here is definitely professional. Like there's people who are not even comedians, but like they're coming to see people professionally like make them laugh. So it's that, and it's also like in that crowd, it may be a casting director, it may be a manager, it may be somebody. So you really gotta bring it. Now, I would say Cali, well, not Cali, but LA, the scene is like very subjective. Like what may be funny here one night is like you bombed the other night, which is every city. but it's a big melting pot of a lot of different thoughts, people, things like that. So you got to rock and roll out here for real.
Did you see the Chappelle special?
I was, dang, you go.
We here.
Go ahead.
I did.
What are your thoughts?
I think people are giving. I think it's regular Chappelle. I don't think it's any more Chappelle than before. I just think I think we're seeing how much the world is just changing right before our eyes. Because he's been dropping the same kind of skits and bits since 2017, but like now, 4 or 5 years later, we're even more sensitive. So, and I think he plays definitely well into that.
For sure. He wants the conversation. He wants this. Exactly. I mean, like, I think like he revels in this for real. I mean, word.
How would you describe your comedy style, you think? Like, is it like raunchy or is it just like real chill?
Well, it's like in the middle. It's like your coolest teacher ever.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Like, think about that. Like, oh, wow, that nigga's funny. I'm doing homework. Like, that's
like
that's
that. I like that. Amanda, quick question. So, well, not quick. Real estate. That's what you do, right?
Yes.
You're also in finance. You do a lot of stuff, and you also have your brand, the Kollection. We'll get into that later. I know you had like a launch party in Chicago as of recently, right?
Yes,
right.
I did.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk to you about that. I'm gonna talk to you about that later. I just want to get into that real estate thing. Like, how was it getting into real estate? Like, was it like a scary moment? Did your credit have to be crazy? Like, what's the process of somebody that's like me, or that's like Bari, that's like Najee, or anybody? How could you get them into real estate?
So I'll start with just like sharing my story. After graduation, I moved to San Francisco because that's where I got a job at. And so I lived there for 2 years, had the time of my life. Realized that I was just paying hella money in rents, like an astronomical amount of money in my eyes. In rent, and I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, this is not sustainable. And so I had been, talking to my parents about ownership, been wanting to like get into real estate. So I've been talking and like doing my research and things while I was living in San Francisco. And then so once it came down to sign our 30-year lease, I'm like, I'm out. Home is only a 6-hour drive away, a 1-hour flight. Like, I can't go home and like really lock in with this. So the reason that I was able to do what I was able to do is because I moved home. Like, that is a key factor, like asterisk. Like, I moved home and cut that expense. So, just imagine living like rent free, but also saving all of that money, like saving all of it, like not even like low key more, because I didn't have like electricity and like, saving all of that money, literally putting it away. Online high interest savings accounts are really important. Everyone should have one. It's hard to get to your money because they don't have ATMs and like it takes 3-4 days to transfer. Those are great. You get returns on your money by just having it sit there. So I put a bunch of my money there. I saved for a year or so, and then I started looking at a realtor, family friend, whoever you use your network. Like, I know somebody that just bought a home. Okay, cool. Like, can you link me with your realtor? Can you tell who was your lender? Really just like networking and seeing who the people around you have used, have worked with. Connected with a realtor. We were looking, hitting the pavement. I'm a single girl. I was on 1 yearly salary. I wasn't going in on a loan with anyone. So my purchasing power was not super high, especially for LA. Y'all live in New York, right? It's very similar, like housing markets. Like it's crazy. It's OD. So I was really working with a very stringent kind of like purchasing power, and I was getting outbid pretty much every single time, like every time. And then the pandemic came and I was looking, but then I'm like, okay, I don't even know if we're going to be here to see, the next 3 months. Like, when it first happened, like niggas did not know what was going on. Once we got to the other side, like April or so, it's like, okay, life is continuing. So I picked it back up again, had a lot of troubles. I was getting like cash buyers were outbidding me. Like, people were going into contracts, doing 15-day escrows. Like, it was really tough. Like, it was really, really tough. Especially as a woman, as a single woman, it was tough. And then I saw this house. It was on the east side of LA. That's like a predominantly minority community, Black and Latino. It was a duplex. Liked the property. It needed some work. And I was just like, I'm looking for something turnkey. Like, I just thought I was gonna be so cute and like live in my house and, just have a little dream house. So I turned it down. I'm like, I don't want it. Then literally I was laying in bed one day, like, I need to get this house. I called my realtor. I'm like, please go back to them people, see if it went through escrow. It actually fell out of escrow. And I was like, I want it. Turns out the sellers were Black, their agent were Black. And so we just really forged a good connection between the two of us. They had some people who were willing to go above asking, and they just rock with me. And I appreciated that. Granted, I still paid like full price for the house. Like, it wasn't no discount, but they could have gotten, more for their money, but they just appreciated the fact that I was just a young Black girl just trying my hand. And so that's kind of the story for how I got there. There's a bunch of different approaches. But yeah, that's kind of my story.
Do you plan on, I'm sorry? Oh, do you plan on buying more houses as well? Like, and just like, renting them out or having people purchase them and stuff like that?
Yes, I do. So after I bought the house, I like rehabbed it, full repairs. So I'm still trying to pay that off. But after, yes, I'm trying to go up again, hopefully by the end of the year. If not, then maybe by my birthday next year. But absolutely, I'm never going to stop buying, pretty much. Like, once you get that first one, it's like, that's so easy. Like, you can do it again. Like, we can go up again.
It's almost like a high. Like, I need to do this. I need to get.
I need it again. Like a thrill, for real, for
real. Rob, have you ever thought about doing real estate as well?
Definitely. I mean, not before talking to her.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's an inspiration. Yeah.
In the process is definitely dope as hell. Like, I gotta get into it for sure. I don't know if it'll be like commercial properties, but like, that's what seeing her is like, oh wow, this is hard.
Like, even like buying into like some stores or like comedy clubs. Oh yeah. Like, cause that's your passion, right?
Well, my parents have a restaurant in Chicago. So like, if it would be something first, like I would definitely.
Well, let me know what the restaurant is, because, I'll be in Chicago type shit, you know what I mean? So, I'll be in Chicago, you know what I mean?
It's called Culture.
It's called Culture.
Culture, yeah, Culture in Homewood.
I just came back from Chicago not too long ago. So.
It's called Culture in Homewood, Illinois. They have live music. It's open from Thursdays through Sundays. They have live music on some nights. They have brunch on Sundays.
Comedy, all of that.
Comedy. You can come have a good time. Come on, baby.
Okay.
Yeah. She a PR. She PR though, so she, you know what I mean? She got you though. She had you for sure. So like Amanda, you also got a brand, the Kollection.
Yes.
Right?
I do. I'm wearing it right now.
You're wearing it right now. Speak about like how that came about as well.
Yeah, so the Kollection is my newest baby. So hold on, pause. You asked me like how life has changed after the show. I am busy. Like, I am working on so many things and like trying to scale so much. I'm like on the clock always. We had a little content day for the Kollection today. That's why I'm wearing the shirt. But yes, the Kollection is a luxury strip eyelash brand. I'm wearing them right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and so I started it this past year, only a couple of months ago, 3 months ago. And it's really just about encouraging women to find luxury and define it on their own terms. I've done so through just like eyelashes and creating experiences for women to show up for themselves. It's about like, being confident, self-care. So it's more than just like a lash brand. It's really just like lifestyle. You can check us out. It's at the Kollection 2Ns_ on Instagram, and it's also with a K. But yeah, so it's we have 5 eyelash types, from a simple classy girl to the big fans. There's some for everyone. And yeah, so we're scaling right now. We launched July 19th. And we're almost sold out of our first batch of product, which is great. And then we're going to be, thank you. We're going to be relaunching around the holiday time, so that, we got our Black Friday sales going and like some new stuff for the holidays. So yeah, it was my way. The Kollection for me was really just like, I have the career in like PR. I have like my side hobby in real estate. The collection for me, or my side hustle in real estate, the collection for me is like a hobby. Like I'm not into, y'all are guys, but y'all might not know, but I'm not into like the individual lashes. Strips are just something that I love. And so I really wanted to create something for women. Because I'm like all about women. And so this was my way, this is my hobby, like my way to express just like how I feel women should show up in the world. And so we have some exciting stuff coming outside of lashes too. So
let me ask you a question. How easy is it to peel off? Because I've been in this situation before. It's not easy, Rob. It's not easy. Because, you know what I mean? I was with a female friend. She was drunk. I had to take care of her. Try to peel her eyelashes off. It was tough. It's not. I'm ripping her shit off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So, are these like easily apply, easily take off, or what we doing?
I mean, yeah, like I could take these off right now if I wanted to. Sometimes though, if you like apply properly, it's gonna be a long night. I could put it on there where like it won't come off. Like you need a remover. So it just depends on like how you apply them. That's so funny. Because he'll get mad when they just are like laying around the house.
Bro, eyelashes everywhere around my crib.
Crazy.
Podcast do 1 billion streams for show. I'm just promoting.
How was the success in Chicago with the launch party? Like, how was that? And why did you decide to do it in Chicago?
So amazing. So the collection is based in both LA and Chicago. My business partner, we co-founded it together. She was born in LA, but raised in Chicago. I'm obviously born and raised in LA. So we had our first kind of launch party. She lives in LA now. We had our first launch party in LA in July. And so we made sure that we're like touching our audiences where they are. Like there's people in LA who support me and support her. And there's people in Chicago who support her and like know her because she is a lash technician as well. So that's kind of why we had it in the dual cities. The one in Chicago, 10 out of 10. We had it at this Black owned club. It's called Persona. Amazing space, like so beautiful. We had makeup artists there. We had like photographers. Of course, we always have like DJs. It's always like our thing is like an all Black affair so that people like dress up. We really just want to push like what luxury is, like giving people, setting the tone and like setting the vibe. Obviously, lashes are available, but it was really, really great. There's a recap video on my Instagram page. I don't know if y'all seen it, but so amazing. We did our first collection photo shoot in Chicago. So all of our models came. It was just a very full circle moment because I was like trying to do the collection and do the show at the same time. So to see the show playing at the collection launch party in Chicago,
that was crazy. That's hard.
We made it.
What was the stress levels? Like? Or was there any stress at all?
During filming?
Not to put together the event and all that stuff.
The event, yes. It's always hard to do events, right? Like events, like I like events, but I would only do events for myself or like the people I love. I'm not Thailand. I would never let someone pay me to put on their event. Like, no, it's only like, it's fun. It's really great. But imagine trying to plan an event from miles away, Like we're trying to plan this event from 2,000 miles away. It's kind of like time differences. We're pulling vendors, we're pulling decorators, like it's a lot, but we have a really strong team. Like our team is really great. There's this girl out of Chicago, her name's Julia. She does like our brand strategy. She really helped us develop our brand voice. So she was really running point for the launch party in Chicago because she lives there. But it's really important to hire, like that's the thing too. I be telling people like, don't try to do it all yourself. Like there are people who are experts and can do what you're trying to do in half the time, if not less, So it's really important to hire. Rob's sister, she produces events. She made my dress at the reunion. Like she's a Renaissance woman. So she came, she like did our balloon arches and like set up our tables and everything. I have family in Chicago. So like they were all hands on deck too. Like it's really a family business. Like I have a lot of support, which I'm just so grateful for.
Bar, you got anything else?
I don't think at the moment, nah.
I just want to thank you guys for like just joining us once again. Definitely appreciate you guys. definitely my favorite from the show, 1000%. Only because beautiful black couple, y'all showing like black excellence all the way, buying back the block. That's why it was really important for me or us to have you up here, have y'all up here, and then just share y'all story because I think it's very inspirational for real.
Word.
To those that didn't see it, go right now, HBO Max.
Thanks.
Watch that Sweet Life. Tap in.
Wait. I want to learn more about y'all.
Yeah, the podcast.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Talk to us.
Talk to us. What you want to know? We here.
The vibes.
Okay, in the B hat, tell us about yourself.
And a B hat. Well, my name is JD. I don't know what you want me to say.
I hate that's like the worst question to ask, like on a job interview. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
I'm a podcaster. You said what?
Okay, let me tell you. This is the Howard intro. Your name, where you from, what you do, what you like to do.
Say that.
What you do, what you like.
Say that. Huh?
Okay.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So, JD. My name is JD. I am from Brooklyn, New York, Flatbush to be exact. Shout out to Flatbush.
I was just in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I saw the picture when y'all was at Old Bible, and I was like, that's our
You
spot.
was that's our spot, yo.
Nah, I think
loved it there.
Ty Lynn might have posted it somewhere on her story or something. You know what I mean? But because I'm tapped into the show, I fucks with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So like, but like I saw y'all was out to Bible. I was like, yo, what the hell? They right in the hood.
We was in New York. We was outside. Like,
Nah, y'all was outside.
We was at Taj. We was at Old Babel. Piano, 10 out of 10.
Oh, you was at pianos?
God,
Yikes.
damn. Yeah,
Yikes.
yeah. I fucks with all those spots for real.
Word.
Ultra Bible's definitely like our spot though. Like we go there.
I could tell for sure.
What that mean? What that mean?
It was just black in there. It was like a more quaint space, but like everybody was in there like fucking with each other. Like it was no like weird vibe or like, this is our section. Like everybody was just having fun.
I mean, people come out there with their best fits and shit. You know what I mean? Like, and then get their drink on. They DJ be like playing the right music. It's a vibe always. Ultra Bible. Shout out to Ultra Bible.
Word.
What else? Oh, what do I like to do?
What do you do? What do you like to do?
Currently right now I podcast and I enjoy it. I love to do it, but like, what I like
the podcast. How often y'all do the podcast?
every week, every single week. This is episode 176 right now. So yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, so we a little veterans in the game. I don't know if you know. You know what I mean? But what I like to do is a multitude of things. I like to play ball. I like to travel. I like to pod. I like to talk. You know what I mean? I like to have conversations.
Word.
And I like to be outside. You know what I mean? I like to be outside. I like to be outside with like people that look like me. Like that's like very key for me. Like so when I went to Chicago, like I made sure I was with, you know what I mean? I was around the black people, you know what I mean? Because it's very white. I'm not gonna lie. Chicago is kind of white.
Chicago is a very segregated city though.
Very.
Yeah, 1000%. But it's a beautiful city too. So there's beauty in that. There's beauty in the city, 1000%. But yeah, that's it.
I'm Bari. My name is Bari. I'm from Queens.
Shout Far Rock out.
Yeah, facts. You know the vibes.
You know the vibe.
Shout out to Q York. I'm also a podcaster, if you didn't know. And I like to unpack.
Oh damn.
Oh, smoke too for sure.
Okay, my bad.
But like unpack like baggage and trauma. So I've been doing this entire year. So it's been really helpful for me. I ain't gonna lie.
Are you seeing a therapist?
I'm not. No, I'm not seeing a therapist.
You like to be people's therapist?
It's not intentional, but people do come to me with just whatever.
Bari's a great listener, 1000%. Yeah. He's a great listener. You know how people, you know how you talk to people, and then like they be like he looks you in their eyes, and they're like, and like intentionally listens, like for real. So
I try.
Yeah.
I try to be.
Yeah.
Word.
Unless you high, because then sometimes you be like, you ask the questions that be like outward, like, yo, like, have you ever done this? Like, all right, bro, forget it. I'll tell you another day. But what else? That was it?
That was
all the questions?
Yeah, that was all full.
I mean, yeah, like we both started this podcast and Living Black. You know what I mean? It was just to like speak on like our experiences as being black people. It's like really in the name, like in Living Black. It's just living while black. That's it. You know what I mean? So we like to sit down with people that are like y'all, like-minded, about the community. But we also get into some fuck shit too. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? We get into some shit, but we keep it chill. We keep it nice and PG-13. We don't go too crazy.
Yeah.
For the most part. For the most part.
Come back when y'all are doing some fun shit. We'll come back.
Oh, say that. When next time y'all in New York, you know what I mean?
Word, hit us.
Yeah, hit us. Link us up.
All I need is an excuse, so don't kill me.
But yeah, man, unless you got any more questions for us.
No.
Okay. Appreciate you guys for coming once again. If you guys haven't tapped in, tap in right now. Sweet Life, HBO Max.
Are we gonna get a season 2? Huh? Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Facts.
I like that.
I'm rolling with that.
Y'all will though. It's in the books.
Why would you not?
For sure. And I'm tapped in. But appreciate you guys for coming once again.
Thank you.
Look forward to hearing from y'all, seeing y'all on TV again once again, and best of wishes on whatever y'all guys are doing, and for the rest of y'all journey.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank y'all for having us.
Thank you.
Love.
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right. Now this we still recording? All right, say that.
Oh shit, word?
No, we still recording.
Oh, say word.
That was great. How you feel?
That was fantastic. I ain't gonna lie.
I enjoyed that.
I think that was
I enjoyed
fantastic.
that. Are they still here? No.
No, they're
All
not there.
good. Okay, all right, cool.
Thank God.
Just making sure.
Thank God they not.
Yo, and Living Black family, man, we just had a great show
Word.
with Amanda and Rob. Let me say their full name: Amanda Scott and Rob Lee.
Word.
Appreciate you guys once again. I keep saying that because they didn't have to do that.
They didn't.
You know what I mean? Taking out the time. They live in LA. That time difference is real. Shout out to Simone as well, the woman I've been in contact with back and forth for like a minute. You know what I mean?
Simone.
You know what I mean? Shout out to her as well.
For being responsive.
For being
responsive,
responsive, yes. To being responsive. And that was just fantastic, man. I hope people get inspired from that right there. You know what I mean?
Me too.
Like they're our age. People that are listening to us right now, I know our age range. It's like, our age for the most part. If you don't get inspired from that, I don't know what you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what you're getting into. I like that question with that Dave Chappelle shit, though.
Yeah,
I was going to tap into that.
Yeah, he was a comedian. I figured why not. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he tapped into it.
Yeah, because Dave Chappelle been getting a lot of flack as of late. We don't got to really tap into it. We don't got to get into that. Nah. You know what I mean? You want to get into that? He's like, yeah, get into that.
Oh, you want to get into that?
I just don't want to get canceled, man.
You don't want to get canceled? Wait, are you going to say something that might get us canceled?
I don't know what I'm going to say. I feel like...
You have strong thoughts about it?
I do have, like, strong thoughts.
You care to share any of them?
No, because I'm going to get... Yo, I feel like, niggas want us to get canceled. Now, but I understand. First, before I go, Barry, go ahead. Do you have any thoughts about it? Like...
No, like strong, stringent thoughts about the backlash that he's been getting. I don't have a strong opinion on that, to be honest. I thought the overall special was good, though. I laughed. I mean, just like we said earlier with Rob, you know what I mean? He was doing Dave Chappelle. He was doing Chappelle, maybe a little turned up. You know what I mean? Because obviously he wanted a conversation. There was a point he had to get across. He was talking to a specific group of people. I mean, he had his feelings and he wanted this. What he getting right now, this is what he wanted, this is what he do, you know what I'm saying? But that's as far as like my thoughts really go for. I haven't like dived into the conflict.
Mm-hmm. I watched it twice. So here's the thing. Here's how I feel. I think people being outraged, the Black Coalition and all that other shit is complete bullshit. It just doesn't make sense.
To be mad at
Dave Chappelle or what he said, because what he said is facts. You have to like really like, I know like when people get attacked or something like that, a group of people get attacked, they jump on that. But like you have to like really like tune into what he's saying. So what he's saying is really, just to make it short, is, the LGBTQ community has more, like they're more safer than Black people. You know what I'm saying? And that's the issue. We're both minorities. Why don't you care about my issues as much as you care about yours? If a Black man gets shot, a Black woman gets shot, killed, beaten, ends up missing, there's not enough outrage surrounding that, but there's enough outrage, you know, if a gay man or gay woman, transgender, or that transsexual is the wrong word.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
I don't think transsexual is the wrong word.
It might not be, but I just don't hear it often enough.
Okay,
so
got you.
I'm just
You know what I mean? Well, there we go.
I
tell you, we're going to get canceled.
You might not be wrong, but...
No, we'll get canceled. It's fine. I'm already down the road.
You're down.
When somebody, as they should be, like when when that happens, they get outraged, as they should be, as we should be, as humans. What Dave Chappelle was talking about is like, yo, we're all humans and we're part of the minority as humans, right? Let's stick together. Your issues is not more important than mine's, and our issues is not more important than yours. So the outrage just didn't make any sense to me. Like, I get it. And then look, LGBTQ wants to be equal. And when it comes to like, you know, I guess society. So why you can't get joked on like by like comedians? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Comedians joke on black, white, purple, blue, don't matter. It's just a thing comedians do. So what? So like when Rob said like, you know, the world is sensitive, it got more sensitive. It's a fact. You know what I mean? He talked about a lot of shit in there. Dave Chappelle, he talked about, I think he did it on purpose. Like he talked about the Jews.
Yeah.
I ain't see the Jewish people get credit. You know what I mean? He said something like a crazy joke about Asians. About like, you know what I mean, with the Asians like fighting, like it was like what's happening in my body. Like that.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? Black people
right.
fighting Asians and shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happened in that regard. But like when it comes to LGBTQ, it's like, damn, like we can't even discuss this. Like you're acting like as if you're above this all, but that's not how it should be. You know what I mean? So I understood what he was saying, like the main message behind it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? With Dave Chappelle, he always does like messages, but I felt like this message like really hit home because I be saying that same shit. Like, damn, like y'all barely get outraged on black bodies dropping. Soon as something happened to a gay person, it's the end of the world. You know what I mean? That's the issue.
And then like he was like low-key justified recently when the showrunner of They're White People, which is a transgender white woman, came out and was like, yo, if Netflix doesn't fucking take down Dave Chappelle, I'm not working here no more. And it's like, bro, you just fed into what this nigga just talked about for a whole hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole point.
I saw that on Twitter and I was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, damn, that makes sense why They're White People is trash.
That was terrible.
It's a terrible show. First season was great.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know a white person made it.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that. Like, how a white person gonna make a black show called They're White People? I'm confused. Come on, man. That didn't even make sense. Your ass shouldn't even, like, look, you could be mad about it. Just turn the shit off. If Dave Chappelle was talking about, or Chris Rock, or somebody was talking about me specifically, and it was just like, blase blah, this JD and blase blah, I'd have been like, all right, I ain't trying to hear this shit right now. Turn that shit off, nigga. I ain't about to be on Twitter, yo, this guy Dave Chappelle should be canceled because it just don't make sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense. You know, the two white women in the crowd was definitely offended.
Oh my God. Like the two white women in the crowd was just like extremely offended by the whole shit. And I'm like, bro, like, get the fuck out. Like, if you didn't like what he said.
Why are y'all there?
Like, why? Like, I mean.
I'm just saying, like, you know who Dave Chappelle is. You know what type of time he's been on. You're going there to like just be in your seat, just soaking this shit.
Right.
I don't get it.
And they was the only people that I noticed from the first time I watched it. The second time I watched it, I'm looking in the crowd. I'm like, hold on.
Oh, there's a few more.
There's a few gay people in the crowd. Like, because you could see, I don't want to. When you rewatch it, there's a black woman that's on the left hand side that is an AG.
Yes.
All right, that is a correct term. Do not cancel us. That's an AG, 1,000%.
1,000.
Right?
Sure.
She's Najee said we're going to get canceled. Is that right? Laughed the whole entire time. The whole entire time, because I watch the people when I watch. Like, if it's funny enough, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it again. I'm gonna watch the people around because I want to see the people's reaction to like the jokes.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm looking at them, and then everybody's laughing and getting along, besides those two white ladies. And it's just like outside of this, which is the world, well, if you want to call it that, people just on constant outrage in the Black Coalition. That don't even make sense.
What is this?
Tariq
Nasheed spearheaded thing?
No. Oh. See, don't come for Tariq Nasheed.
Oh, pawn stuff.
Tariq Nasheed, he had posted the head of the Black Coalition, which is a gay man, and I think they're all gay.
Okay.
But like the leader of it is a gay man and stuff like that, and he was saying some shit that just didn't make sense. Tariq Nasheed always like comes for black people like this. He's like, this is the people that you want to cancel Dave. My thing is this: as a black group, canceling another black man is problematic.
What you mean?
He didn't do nothing like on some like, I'm not trying to put him in a sentence, R. Kelly or Bill Cosby and stuff like that. That's understandable shit. Mm-hmm. This nigga's making a joke. He's making jokes that has realism in it. That has real facts in it. And you want to cancel him because of what? Your feelings is hurt?
Yeah.
That's a part of the problem.
Oh.
And that's exactly, like you said, with the white woman proving Dave Chappelle's point. Mm-hmm. That's exactly proving his point. Like, damn, we both minorities. Why you want me to get canceled? We both trying to do something for our people or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, why would you want me to get canceled? Not saying Dave Chappelle, because he loves this shit.
Of course.
But like I'm like in my head, I'm like, why would you want another black man to get canceled? It just doesn't make sense to me, man.
They're gay before black.
Oh, what you said?
They're gay before black.
Okay. He said it, not me. You know what I mean? Don't cancel us though. We're here. You know what I mean? Don't cancel us. Once again, we'll get out of here. It's a great pod.
It's fantastic.
Shout out to Amanda and Rob for coming up again.
Say word.
And we'll get out of here before we get canceled. Shout out Wolf for being here as well.
Shout out Wolf.
Shout out to Yomi.
Shout out to homie Yomi.
Homie Yomi. Shout out to Najee for being here. It's a real late pod too. You know what I mean?
We hit late.
Real late. Real late with Living Black. Well, I like that. Patron.
I mean, it's kind of only Rosenberg's thing.
Fuck Rosenberg.
Wow, okay.
I love Rosenberg, but
wow.
fuck him.
Okay. Well, there you go.
This is a black show. We don't give a fuck about
all right. All right.
Love Rosenberg, though. Real good for hip hop. 1,000%. We don't care about that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Fuck him.
All right.
But love. We'll get out of here.
It's that late pot energy. I don't like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's that late pot energy.
You had some liquor in front of me. We've been active.
You've been active. Fire for somebody else. Fire for one more person before we go. One more person.
Damn.
One more. I want you to do one more.
Let me see. Hold up.
I like where you at now.
Are you like where I'm at?
Word.
Tell me. Let me see. Who else pissing you off?
Yeah, talk about it.
Tell me. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I know you got it.
I don't got anybody else. I don't got
Thought you had it.
I don't got no spark for nobody else.
Thought you had
I ain't have spark for Rosenberg. It's all love, but fuck you.
Had it.
At the end of the day, when it comes to this show, you know what I'm saying? But you're welcome on the show.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, but you're not.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying by that.
I'm not sure, but all right.
No, because he's white. You know what I'm saying?
No whites allowed here? No whites allowed ever?
I mean, if you're gonna have like real conversation, I think Rosenberg kind of gets like sensitive and shit about certain things, but we'll get on that like never. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that off mic or something. You know what I mean? I got my reserves about Rosenberg, but I love him as a hip hop person in the culture for sure. Mm-hmm. I got my reserves. Anyways, and Living Black, and livingblack.com, merch on the chest. You already know the fucking vibes, man. We got some shit coming up. We got some things planning. So just keep fucking with us, man. So it's in Living Black. I'm JD, of course.
Barry.
Yarra. I ain't like, you gotta do that longer next time, even if you got to guess, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but he was looking at you crazy?
Rob?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. It was definitely just like, what the fuck?
What the fuck, yeah. But yeah, man, we out of here. Peace.